Do you take them out then?
I'd rather not. What I can do is I can try to lip read what you're saying. I'm trying to have an experience of what it's like to be somebody who's hearing impaired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to lip read, and we'll see how that goes. If it doesn't go too well, I'll take my headphones out.
Okay, so you're being recorded on the video.
Your body cam is on.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, if you nod for if I'm getting it right and shake your head if I'm getting it wrong. Okay.
I'm asking you why you're filming.
That one's a bit of a difficult one. I think what I'm getting from that, it could be one of two things. The first one might be, I'm a reasonable person who knows that you're a man with a camera and there's nothing illegal that you're doing, so therefore I'm going to disengage rather than embarrass myself further. The second one that it might have been would be, I'm a paranoid android. I'm a paranoid android who...
All right, guys, this one kicks off with instant tension. No introduction, no calm setup, straight into confrontation. A man films outside a police station when officers immediately approach demanding ID under terrorism and security claims. But filming in public isn't automatically suspicious. The pressure builds fast with nonstop questions about who he is and why he's there. Instead of giving clear answers, officers lean on vague authority and security language. The auditor stays calm, pushes back, and asks the real question: what law actually requires ID here? And just like that, the encounter shifts from a simple stop into a battle of legal knowledge versus authority pressure.
So again, I can't hear you, so you carry on talking. I'm just going to carry on anyway. So yeah, the other one might be, I'm a paranoid android who thinks the camera is a security concern. So I'm going to impose my perceived right of authority. My perceived authority, even though I have no right or authority to do so. And potentially abuse my powers and embarrass my force.
Are you filming?
That's the two that I think it might have been. Was I right?
Are you filming?
Do you want to shake your head or not? Because I don't know.
Well, we have a two-way conversation here.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, I did I not get that right?
No?
No? Okay.
Okay.
So what was it you said?
The ID.
Pardon?
The ID.
Why would I need ID?
Because you're filming a police station.
Right, is that against the law?
Well, you've got the Terrorism Act, okay?
Chadwell Heath again with the Terrorism Act.
Yes.
Again. So you haven't learned.
We're here to protect the public.
Okay.
Yeah? And it's a secure location.
Now watch closely, because this is where the tension ramps up fast. Officers keep questioning the man's presence, focusing on his camera, covered face, and tripod as signs of suspicion. But suspicion alone is not legal authority. The auditor calmly refuses ID and challenges the justification behind the stop. Instead of backing off, officers escalate again by bringing up terrorism with no clear evidence to support it. And that's the turning point. Vague suspicion starts replacing actual legal standards. The auditor stays calm, keeps asking questions, and slowly the imbalance becomes impossible to ignore. At this stage, it's no longer about the law, it's about perception being used as authority.
PC dated December 2021, so not long ago. It was issued to every single police force, and it should have been read by every single member of police staff. It states about what I'm doing here, publicly recording a police station. It clearly states in that memo that what you're referring to with the Terrorism Act and hostile reconnaissance, hostile reconnaissance in its very nature is covert. In its very nature, and that's from the National Police Chiefs Council. So, if you want to carry on with the Terrorism Act, I'll be happy to oblige. You can detain me, you can search me, and we'll go down that route. But I would suggest you stop embarrassing yourself at this point.
Why would I do that?
Because at the end of the day, you're going to be the one that ends up detaining me under false reasons. You have to have reasonable suspicion under the Terrorism Act. You'd be hostile reconnaissance. Again, read the memo from the MPCC. You can bring it up on your phone. I'll wait here while you read it. Read the memo from MPCC, and you'll see in there that they state, by its very nature, hostile reconnaissance is covert. And that's advice from your National Police Chiefs Council. So if you'd like to carry on down that route, we'll go down that route.
Now the situation gets intense. Officers try to justify escalating the stop by claiming the area is secure and filming creates concern. But the auditor pushes back immediately, citing official guidance and challenging the misuse of terrorism language. And this is where the encounter changes completely. Instead of blind compliance, the auditor offers calm legal resistance. He explains that hostile reconnaissance involves covert behavior, not openly filming in public. That point weakens the officer's entire argument. Once the actual legal threshold is explained, vague suspicion starts falling apart. The officers begin struggling to justify their actions, and the conversation shifts from enforcement to defending authority that no longer fully holds up under scrutiny.
And yourself?
28170.
28170. 170, perfect, thank you.
Right.
I'm talking to him. Okay. He started talking, so just carry on the conversation that way. I can't talk to two people at once.
Do you want to ask me a question? What I was going to add was, do you not think it would be, well, we wouldn't be doing our job if we didn't ask you why you were filming?
Sure, but you don't need to ask for my ID.
Okay, right.
There's no lawful obligation for me to give you that. There's no reason to ask it.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, if you were in our shoes and someone was filming, would you not just ask what they were doing? It's not unreasonable just to ask why someone's doing what they're doing.
Nobody has to answer you though, do they?
I'm not saying you do, but what I'm saying...
I'm not saying you can't ask.
As a member of the public...
Now pay attention, because this becomes a major turning point. The auditor brings up official NPCC guidance explaining that filming in public is not automatically suspicious or illegal. He challenges the officers directly. If they truly believe terrorism powers apply, then they should use them correctly and fully justify them. That instantly shifts the dynamic. The officers are no longer controlling the encounter. They're responding to legal pressure instead. And that matters because once policy and law are clearly referenced, authority has to defend itself rather than expect compliance. The auditor even invites them to escalate formally if they believe they have grounds. At that moment, the burden of proof no longer sits on him.
Asking for ID, demanding identification, saying that what I'm doing is suspicious when I'm recording quite overtly in public from a public place. Why do you need to be so paranoid about that? I've had other members of the staff come by while I've been doing this here. They've waved at me and given me a great big smile from their vehicles.
Okay.
So why do you need to be such tyrants for?
We're not being tyrants.
You are. Demanding ID from people.
No, I didn't demand ID. I just asked you for your name.
Okay.
You had ID.
Okay.
That was a polite question.
Okay.
All right. We have a duty of care to the police station and everyone here to keep everyone safe.
Well, I would suggest you stop asking for ID from people when you have no lawful basis to do so. You're potentially infringing on their rights to privacy, aren't you? Because if somebody doesn't know their rights and they have a constable come to them and say, have you got ID? Some people might feel intimidated by that and be like, oh, I have to give them that because they don't know their rights. And you don't inform them that they don't have to, do you? You just say, have you got it? You don't say, do you have it? Bear in mind, you don't have to provide it.
Why did you come down here today? What's your intention?
It's a private project.
It's a private project?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you intending to do in the next 5 years?
Clues in the word private, isn't it?
Private.
Yeah.
Well, can only ask you that to film the police station.
Yeah, that is all you can do, and I'm not going to stop. Nope. At the end of the day, Chadwell Heath Police Base brings this upon themselves.
In what respect?
In the respect that you keep abusing the Terrorism Act with people with a camera. That's what.
Okay.
Multiple occasions it's been done, multiple occasions it's been overturned, and there are cases against Chadwell Heath for it. It's not acceptable. You shouldn't be abusing your powers if you're going to detain somebody under the Terrorism Act, because every single one that I've...
This is where everything flips. The auditor starts asking direct procedural questions. What law is being used? What section applies? What actual grounds exist? Instead of clear answers, the officers become vague and defensive. They fall back on general safety concerns and public anxiety, but those are not legal thresholds. And that's the real issue. Concern is not authority, suspicion is not evidence, and discomfort is not legal justification. The auditor points this out calmly but firmly. He separates legal obligation from voluntary cooperation. And that distinction changes everything, because once you know what is optional versus what is legally required, authority pressure loses its force immediately.
Right.
Okay, can you not surround me? That's quite rude.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Sorry, after you, sir.
You're going to carry on doing your little project, aren't you? So,
100%.
We've spoken with you.
Yeah. Next time,
Archie,
don't threaten people with a terrorism act when you have no grounds for it. Yes, you do.
I just stated the terrorism act.
Yes, that's threatening. So why would you even mention it?
Because I have that power.
You have a lot of powers. You haven't mentioned any of your other powers, but yet you mentioned that one in particular for somebody with a camera. You're ridiculous. You're a disgrace.
Okay.
Do you even know your oath of attestation? Do you? So that's what gives you your powers of constable. If you don't know it, how can you discharge your powers appropriately? Do you know your oath? Do you know at least the main points of it if you don't know it verbatim?
I think you're going to carry on. We're going to carry on.
So that's a no on your oath then.
I'm just not going to answer the question.
Yeah, so that's a no on your oath. Did either of you turn on your body cameras?
I've just turned it off.
Okay, so why did you not notify me that you turned it on? That's in your policy. So, no, you did not. It's all on camera.
Earphones in.
Oh yes, you did. Sorry, but did you? Yeah, did you? No, exactly.
It's quite obvious that it's filmed.
That's not the point. You need to verbally announce it. It's in your policy. It's a breach of GDPR if you don't. As long as you continue acting this way, people will keep coming. Do your drive of shame. Go on, bugger off.